For the past 15 years, Bob Berry served as a member of the board of directors of St. John's Seminary, where he and I met. Over that time, he had a hand in helping to improve the seminary's finances, serving as chair of the finance committee as well as board treasurer. And Bob did all that while displaying his one-of-a-kind sense of humor. For example, Bob said that because the seminary's annual Distinguished Alumni Awards dinner was such a successful fundraiser for the seminary, we should have it not just once a year, but every month. Bob noted, though, that if we had it every month, we would eventually run out of distinguished alumni. His solution was that we should create honorary distinguished alumni. So when Bob stepped down from the board last year, one of his parting gifts was a Tommy Bahama shirt with the words, St. John's Seminary's inaugural honorary distinguished alumnus, silk-screened on the back. It's said that you can judge the heart and soul and character of a person not only by how they treat their fellow human beings, but also by how they treat animals. Patty, Bob's wife, and he rescued a white Maltese doodle whose name is Duffy. The deep love that Patty and Bob have shown Duffy have helped to make him the most loving dog in the world. Duffy loves Bob so much, he almost jumps off the pier to swim to Bob when Bob takes the boat out for a cruise in Ventura Harbor. The authentic, deep, and unconditional love that Bob and Patty have given to Duffy over the years carry over into everything else they do. Bob serves on the Archdiocesan Finance Council as well as the Archdiocesan Investment Committee. He's on the Finance Council of his parish, Our Lady of the Assumption in Ventura, where he also serves as a Eucharistic minister. Bob is a Knight of Malta and a member of Legatus. He's on the advisory board of Catholic Charities in Ventura County, where he was asked to chair the Finance Committee. Bob serves on the Board of Regents for the skilled nursing facility, Mary Health of the Sick in Newbury Park. Bob and his wife, Patty, have been married 52 years. 52 years. They've been blessed with 4 children and 7 grandchildren. Their marriage has as its foundation their deep faith in Jesus Christ and their great love of the church. The Jesuits at Boston College gave Bob a classic Catholic intellectual education. Patty has shown him a Catholicism of the heart. Bob Berry has been a tremendous example of Christian witness and stewardship in action. In this extraordinary Jubilee Year of Mercy, we honor a man who has served the church, the poor, and those in need with a most generous, gracious, and humble heart. He's been a friend and mentor to many, especially to me. Please join me in welcoming our 2016 Cardinals Awards dinner honoree, Mr. Bob Berry.
Archbishop Gomez. Archbishop Gomez, it is my privilege to present to you Bob Berry. Bob is escorted by Angela Howe and accompanied by his wife, Patty.
They say I'm next. Okay. Well, Dan, I want to thank you for that very, very kind intro. As I sat there and I was listening to Dan, I thought, is he talking about me? I mean, really, I never have thought of myself like that. This is a great evening, a great kind of gathering. It's fantastic to be here. My wife and I have attended these events in the past number of times, and I have to tell you that I never, ever thought as I was sitting out there that one day I would be standing up here. So I'm a little bit overpowered by it, but so I'd like to thank the Cardinal here tonight. Cardinal Mahoney began this some years ago, 90, and it has been carried on. I want to thank the Archbishop for carrying it on. And so tonight, when I look out here, although I can't really see a thing with these lights in my eyes, I was going to say I see a lot of people that I know, and I've had the pleasure of living with in the church. And I want to thank tonight my kids, my family, their spouses are sitting right over here, a wonderful, wonderful family. But in fact, most of all, I want to thank my wife, Patty. She's right here behind me. My wife is an extraordinary woman, okay? I'm reminded in the gospel, we know the Lord chose Peter as the rock, right? The rock. It was the foundation of the church he was going to build. And the Lord was smart enough to know that I was going to need one of those myself. I was going to need a rock, and he gave me Patty. And her faith and her years of service to the church have been an inspiration to me. So tonight, she deserves an equal share in this great honor. As you know, the Pope has in fact named this the year of what do you mercy. We've talked about that earlier. Somebody stole my speech earlier, but we won't go into that. And but the point is that tonight, all of the proceeds from this great event are going to go for those kinds of things, good works of the Lord. Okay, so it really is not about us, these honorees. You know, it'd be nice to be on an ego trip, but that's really not what it's all about. Okay, we honorees are incidental to this whole thing. It's really an excuse to have a great party and raise a lot of money and use that for good causes and good purposes. And I'm done. Thank you very much.